everybody. I'm out for a hike today in the Cascade Mountains. I'm near Snoqualmie Pass, and this is the Pratt Lake trailhead. The hike I'm going to be doing is called Granite Mountain, and there's a beautiful lookout up there. The hike is going to be about 8.5 miles and 3,800 feet of elevation gain, so it's going to be a strenuous hike. So it's Friday morning, it's around 7 o'clock, and it's about 57 degrees. So let's get started. Here's the map of where we are. We're at the Pratt Lake trailhead. The Pratt Lake trail would head off over this way to the left, but we're going to be going to the right when we get to this intersection and through all these switchbacks here, and get to the Granite Mountain Lookout. The elevation there is 5,629 feet. One of the reasons I wanted to do this hike is because it's listed in the 100 Classic Hikes of Washington, and that book's been newly revised by Craig Romano, who does a lot of hiking books around Washington. I've been trying to use that as a checklist and trying to get at least a few of those hikes in each summer. Really enjoying the hike so far. Beautiful trees. We've come in almost a mile now, and we're at the boundary for the Alpine Lakes Wilderness, Mount Baker, Snoqualmie National Forest. We've come in 1.5 miles so far and gained just over 1,000 feet of elevation. And in just a little bit, we're going to start a series of 22 switchbacks. Oof. I might have to rest before I start that. So far, so good. We are in the switchbacks now. I've done 3, and I'm going to try to get at least half of them done without stopping. So I've just slowed my pace down that I can maintain. Saw one person coming down already. Probably was up there for sunrise. Must have been beautiful. Just finished 7 switchbacks. Now we're coming out into the open a little bit more. We're at the 9th switchback, and I just have to stop and admire the view. We're looking south over Interstate 90, and I'll have to look up the names of some of these peaks. Here's some bare grass with the dried up bloom stalks. They're very tall, pretty, fluffy, and they're actually in the lily family. A little bit of paintbrush hiding behind the ferns. Pretty to see just a few bits of color, late season flowers. I have to navigate around big rocks like this. There's a little step down here. Gotta use my hands. Up we go. It's getting warmer as we go along here, looking into the sun. Before too long, we're going to head off to the left towards the peak. Still feeling pretty good. I've been keeping an eye out to the right here. If you can see the little white, it's not cloud. That's the top of Mount Rainier. So it's clear down there, and I'm gonna keep climbing. We're gonna have a great view when we get up to the top. You can see up the mountain now. Trees are getting spread out quite a bit. Just flushed a grouse. You want to head up here on the trail? Hi, buddy. Hello. Oh, there's one behind me. So now we are just about the last 1 mile and the last 1,000 feet of elevation gain. Hi, Pika. Hi. I can see the lookout again. We can tell how it's just perched up on a bunch of loose rock and boulder. We're getting closer now. I don't know how much more elevation we need, but it's very rocky, and I'm just taking my time, having to use my hands a little bit around the big boulders. Here's what the trail's like. Jumbly rocks, sometimes double or triple steps, using hands. Whew. But those young whippersnappers get right up there, and the dogs are really good at it. Wow, we are really close now. I thought the other hikers coming down were playing with me. And I thought we were coming up from the left, but it's good we're coming up this way. Wow, sit down and take a nice rest. Should have brought some of my mango orange drink. That sounds so good. Woohoo! Oh my. Yes, we made it. Too bad the lookout is behind the trees there, but it gives awesome views and some shade. A lot of people under there having lunch right now. It's just about 12:10. Had a nice rest and I'm ready to head down. I'm going to be using the trekking poles on the way down, so probably not going to film too much. Maybe just with the cell phone, get some views, but I've really got to focus on my feet, and it's very uneven tread here. Well, I'm down now through the top section that was very rocky and very steep, and now I'm in this open meadowy area. It's still rocky, but not quite as steep, and there's a little bit of a breeze, but it is pretty warm. Probably just 75, but it feels warm. And so I'm looking forward to getting in the next section, which will be back in the forest, and watch my feet here, and back in the shade. I finished with the Granite Mountain Trail now, and I'm back on the Pratt Lake Trail, and so that means I have less than a mile to get back to the trailhead. It's been a great day, strenuous hike. Yep. I'm really glad that I had the trekking poles with me. Up at the top half there, lots of rocks, hard to get a stride going because you're just navigating around rocks and sometimes boulders. Sometimes it's like taking 2 stairs or 3 stairs at a time, but it's totally worth it. The views are amazing, and if you get a chance to do this hike, I would just really recommend the trekking poles for balance on the way down. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.